Hi friends, so I'm a lot more tired right now than I probably should be, especially considering I took a nap earlier. And I think my PC is too, because I've been putting my PC through the ringer tonight with editing for some reason. I don't know why. Also, it's relevant, so we're gonna talk about it. I finished all of season 1 for Zenless Zone Zero. I know, you can clap. I'm kidding. I have not been caught up in a gacha game in what feels like years at this point. So I'm really proud of myself for getting caught up. There's reasons for that. The main reason being I am flying way too close to the sun, no pun intended, and participating in the Holo Disaster game show thing that's happening. I'll have it linked down below. It's already happened by the time this video goes out because I am backlogged. But I'm nervous. It's tomorrow. I'm nervous. I don't do these things. Although I say I'm nervous, act like I'm gonna be like a very vital part to this thing. I'm probably gonna chicken out and hit the buzzer, baby. If there is there a buzzer? Like, I'll probably chicken out and answer like 2 questions. Like, I don't stream. What are we doing? I don't know. But Zenless Zone Zero, I finished getting caught up. And I told myself I'm taking a long break from Zenless Zone Zero just because I am Zenless Zone Zero'd out. And by long break, I mean until 2.0 drops in a couple days. Like, that's the extent of the break. However, we have stuff to react to, and we gotta do it now. This is gonna be a bit of a long one, which is not probably the best idea considering I have a headache and it's 11 o'clock on a Saturday, and I have a thing to do tomorrow. It is what it is. We're more Zenless Zone Zero. I also want to say I planned on doing, because I'll mention it in the Zenless Zone Zero content that goes up that I recorded. I want to mention it here too, though. I wanted to do a definitive, like, numerical ranking, or then it was going to be a tier ranking of all the arcs within Zenless Zone Zero. And I might just tack it onto this video, quite frankly, now that I think about it, because this was originally going to be a content catch-up post-surgery for me, but I kind of picked and chose what we're actually going to watch because I didn't want to be here for 2 hours. So an hour's fine. 2 is a bit much. And so that's kind of what we're doing, but I might tack it on to the end of this video. I wanted to do a definitive ranking of every single main story, like required reading story arc in season 1 of Zenless Zone Zero, just to recap in my brain. To be fair, I did most of it within the month of May because of my surgery being a thing. So I think it's pretty fresh in my brain. I just wanted to be chaotic and rank them because I have feelings, and the content's gonna take a while to come out. So we might do a very short version of that at the end here. I might just look up a list as opposed to opening my game. Maybe I'll open my game. I don't know, we'll see. However, we're gonna start off with the version 2.0 teaser. This is more than just the teaser. It's basically a compact version of the special program. I missed the special program because that was actually, if it had been like a couple of days later, I could have sat for it. But they did the special program stream. This was posted on May 23rd. I came home from, because I bounced around a lot while I was recovering from surgery in the early sections of it, just because I had to be like, not like watched, but like, you know, it's when you're recovering from something like that, it's like, probably shouldn't be alone. And so I was staying with my parents for a while. And this was actually like the day before I was allowed to come home. So I didn't have my recording set up, obviously, and my face hurt. So my face still hurts right now, actually, because I'm getting a headache. I should probably take a Tylenol. I'm not gonna. I'll do it after before I go to sleep or something. But we're gonna start with the teaser for Where Clouds Embrace the Dawn. This is the 2.0 teaser. It's gonna have the events and stuff. It's gonna have some anniversary stuff. So I do know as well about the Operation Yum thing. And I will say I'm already planning a little day trip to go to the location for it in Austin once I am allowed to go out and be a person again. I still have a couple weeks left on that. So literally, like, I'm allowed to go out again like mid Steam Next Fest week, I think, like the beginning of the week is when I can like start being a person again, essentially, because I can't really go out because there's still stitches in my face, maybe a bit TMI, but as soon as that's done, I am already planning a little, that and then Steam Next Fest, I'm already planning a little day trip out to Austin to go to that event, so there'll be a vlog for that. Anyways, I think we're up to speed on everything Zenless Zone Zero. There was a lot, so we're gonna watch the teaser. There's been a lot happening with Zenless in me recently. That's why I'm like, I need a extensive break from this game for a little while just so I don't get burnt out again. And the break's like 5 days because the patch drops in 5 days, which is weird, by the way. I thought it was dropping Tuesday, but it's like Friday. That's weird, right? Right now, my schedule has a Zenless Zone Zero video, like a main video. On Thursday, I'm gonna have to move that. It's like I don't want to post 2 Zenless videos back. I have to move my schedule around. Anyways, Where Clouds Embrace the Dawn. I'm just checking to make sure everything's okay over here because I watch videos in 1.25. Anyways,
The court was corrupt.
I have met Yixuan in game, by the way, and I think earlier on I said I wasn't planning on pulling for any of the WAIFEI characters. No, I lied. I met Yixuan in game and I love her so much, so I stopped pulling for later. I pulled for Hugo, got Hugo, and then I started pulling for Lighter, so I have some pity built up now. I also lost an early 50-50 on Lighter's banner to Grace, so I have a guaranteed and I'm saving it for Yixuan. I probably will buy her garment. Garment? Oh my god, I have reverse 1999 on the braid. Oh my god.
The world stood leaderless.
Actually, now that I think about it, this video right here might be going up like the day of the patch because I'm that backlogged. So happy 2.0, I guess. This is relevant, yeah? Oh, my face hurts so much. I shouldn't have recorded. My face hurts. And it's like hasn't hurt all day until now.
To champion justice.
I love her bird. I love the bird, okay? Lemony and Hollow. I feel like we haven't seen a bunch of Lemony and Hollow. And also, I don't know the lore on that one. Like, the Greek mythology lore.
The mystics of
Yunquay Summit, let's go! It's not drip marketing, but it is the actual teaser. I forgot I did a drip marketing video. I haven't done any of those in a while because all the drip marketing happened while I was recovering. Like Genshin drip marketing. Yixuan! I've not seen her combat yet, but I like the birds. I've realized recently, and then as I was recording today, I really like bird-themed characters. So like, you give me a bird-themed character, I'm sold. I really am. There's Gutian in reverse 19. I mainly made the connection when I was recovering and thinking about Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. I was like, oh, Birdman. Oh no, wait. There's also a Birdman in reverse that I really like. Oh no. What can I say? I'm predictable. I can't tell what's going on with her kit. It's like the moment of when you're reading a manga and can't decipher the combat scenes. That's how I feel right now, but I also have a headache, so there's that. We might have to take a Tylenol break. I'm not even gonna lie. This headache's getting worse. Oh my god, wait. I was like, wait, that's not English. Sometimes my brain does that, especially if it's a language I know enough words in, where it takes a minute to realize, oh, that's not English. I think that's cool, actually. Oh, wait. Again, I'll say it again. I say again, but I was talking about this a lot with while I was doing Barrier Tears B, where there's a lot of Hugo voice acting. I really, really need HoYoverse to get it together and start announcing voice actors for Zenless Zone Zero again. By nature of the thing, I do not speculate for voice actors if they have not officially been announced, because that can get messy and break NDAs and things like that. And I don't want to be the downfall of somebody's career. Anyways, I really need HoYoverse to get it together and start announcing these voice actors again, because whoever did Hugo's voice acting, I know people have speculated on it, but by nature of it, I'm not going to. I refuse to. Have I speculated on my own time? Yeah, sure, probably. But on camera, I will never do that. So I need to give these voice actors their flowers, because there was so much amazing voice acting in Barrier Tears that it was just so good. Hugo specifically did, like Hugo's VA, did an amazing job. And I'm sitting there like, I need to know who to thank for this, because this is, it's so good. And I would like to know who's doing because I'm actually quite impressed, because it sounds like they got a voice actor, at least for Yixuan, who also speaks Chinese, which is a low bar, I feel like, but I'm impressed. I'm actually really impressed by that. Like, I don't know who this is, but like, I would like to know the extent. Fufu. Like, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed by that. Again, it's like a low bar, but I'm impressed. Oh, wait, what's happening with the music? What are these guys? Wait, these must be new opponents. Okay. They look kind of like cartoon villainy, but I actually kind of like it, the styling. This arc specifically seems like it's going to get a lot more magical in the terms of what I have dubbed the sci-fi fantasy wombo combo genre. It's a mix of genres. It's both of them. It's not sci-fi, it's not fantasy. It is magical technology and everything in between. That's basically the route Zenless Zone Zero is going, and always kind of has gone in, but more recently, it's really taken a turn into the magic side of it, especially with Mockingbird. We had a banshee and a vampire. That's fantasy. I know we never got the vampire roles for Hugo, but I'm waiting. Anyways, it's leaning more towards into the fantasy, and especially when you meet Yixuan at the very end of Part B, it's really leading into that. And I'm excited. As somebody who, like, I'm very excited for it, especially it looks like even with the opponents they're becoming like these like this is very fantasy coded here, and it makes me really excited that we're really playing with that like fantasy aspect of the genre that we haven't before, and I love that. I love when they're mixed well, and I feel like we're getting some of that here. We're leaning more into the fantasy, which I like. Not that I don't like the sci-fi aspect, I just like when they're able to work together. So this makes me excited. I will say, Fufu and was this Yinhu was the panda? I can't remember if that's the one from Arknights or this game.
It felt like I'd been
But
a sweet dream.
Cute.
If I don't put an end
Oh,
to
that's a
this
switch up.
disaster tonight,
It's like, oh, Belle's like, it's such a sweet dream, and then like Yixuan's like, disaster. What is this? What in the switch up?
Sweet dream.
if I don't
I know I'm
put an
pausing a
end to
lot, but
this
I haven't seen this
disaster
yet, so.
my Yixuan will be shattered.
Oh.
along with everything.
Okay, so I was curious about this. Because I'm like, first of all, who's talking?
Along with everything.
But also, in the animated short that was posted that we're going to watch the third thing of this video, we'll get to it eventually. I might have start splitting these up if they get really long. But in the animated short that they posted for Yixuan, I saw people mentioning a character called Yijiang, which I'm assuming is her sister. And I didn't know that, obviously, because I didn't watch the 2.0 teaser till now. But now it's starting to make sense. I think the sister's dead, though.
But how?
So,
Isn't she?
yeah. Oh.
Times have I told you?
Okay, it's getting a little bit like Xianzhou Luofu arc with all that and the people coming back to life. But I will say, I liked the Xianzhou arc. I know a lot of people didn't. I thought it was really good. It just had a lot of pacing issues. So if Zenless can do it better, especially because I feel like they're getting better at pacing, because there's like chapter 5, what the heck was the pacing on chapter 5? That felt like 2 minutes long. But why also was the entirety of Barrier Tears, both A and B, like 9 hours? Was that necessary? I think it might have been because it was really good. I did not have a single... There was a couple moments in part A specifically where I was like, what are we doing? Why is this like this? But for the most part, I adored part B. Like it's up there with like chapter 4 and part B are like my tops right now. Not tops, but like my top 2. Didn't even realize that as I said it. I think my brain's malfunctioning. Too much Zenless Zone Zero.
How many times
I'm very excited for this.
what you see with your own
That's
eyes
Sarah talking, I think.
is the truth.
I think that's Sarah speaking. So she's coming back. Oh, we do have the little, like, papers. I forget what they're called. Talismans. I say that because there's a reference, like, I think it's Wise, or at least if you play as Belle, Wise is like, are we gonna do stuff like magic with talismans now? And it's like, I don't know, maybe. Stranger things have happened. What do you got against talismans, Wise? Like, I don't know.
The night of the old
But it looks like we are, which is cool.
11 years ago.
Ooh.
The call and
That is quite cool.
to save lives.
11 years, that's the hollow date, I believe. Did she say 11? I know I've watched this like 3 times, but 11 years ago, yeah, because this, I think canonically it's been 11 years since the old capital. So that actually is confirmed there.
11 years ago.
I didn't know where people were getting that date, but that must be where people were getting that date from.
To save lives.
That's a cool design for that boss monster thing that they showed.
Do it again.
This is all 2.0, by the way. Oh. Whoever's voicing that, this ceremony has just begun line, whoever's voicing that has shown up in game before, or they might have shown up in like Genshin. I feel like that voice sounds familiar from a Genshin character for some reason, but again, we're not speculating. I just want to point it out because mark my words, if that is somebody who has shown up before, if that's like the Weasley guy who took our faith in account, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. It's not the mole in the hole Weasley guy, but the one before that who stole our account and we put in jail. Anyways, 2.0 looks like really good. We have a new main story chapter. Obviously, it's named the same as the patch, where clouds embrace the dawn. The vestiges of a past calamity herald the beginning of another. Interesting, super interesting. Is Wise on this art? He must be. Guys, they Mike Wazowski'd Wise. It's not me doing it this time. Bella's super pretty though. Wise is there. Poor guy. Oh yeah, we have our new main story chapter. Have some new locations as well, it looks like. This will be fun. We have new NPCs. Oh, a new Thyron NPC. What animal is that supposed to be? That's so cool. We have our TV schedule for Fufu, Tiger's billowing roar. Amazing and skilled senior sister defeating evil with righteous might. So she's a tiger, I guess? Yeah, she's a tiger. Okay, Tiger Thyron. Fufu's agent story coming soon. Ferocious among the forests and vigilant in the shadows. Watch out, evildoers, for the great master Fufu will punish the wicked. Cute. cute. Oh, she's adorable. This is going to be fun. I will say, I got caught up with all the main story content. I didn't get caught up with agent stories, and I will probably continue to do those on my own time until I'm caught up. But there may be, we will start with the new ones, but the ones I have backlogged, I'll do on my own time. I think that, because that's the thing. I made a rule with myself that until I'm caught up in XYZ game, I can't do events in that game. So like Genshin Impact, I'm not caught up with the main story. I'm not allowed to do events unless I make a concession for a specific event or something like that. Zenless Zone Zero, I'm caught up. So that opens up the opportunity of I can start doing events, but I have Zenless Zone Zero videos backlogged now until October. So do I post the events on top of the main story content and just got a lot of Zenless videos going out, or do I just put them in the backlog on the schedule? I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I'm still thinking it through, but I do believe I'm going to start covering Zenless events again, and technically agent stories when they first drop are events. So that will probably factor in there. Cool. I just need to decide how I want to do it, because I'm almost thinking I might do it all in one sitting, like one video, big video, depending on how long it is, and post it just as soon as I can. But also that's a lot of work, and especially because Summer Game Fest, Steam Next Fest is coming. And I am covering just about every event at Summer Game Fest, which leads to then Steam Next Fest. So, yeah, there's a lot happening, and yeah. And I there's always, oh, what a cute bangboo. But like, there's always a lot happening. So I'm like, I don't want to overload myself and be like, these videos have to go up immediately, blah, blah, blah. Because that's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen, quite frankly. So you might be seeing like 2.0 content in October, and we just got to deal with it. But Yixuan's outfit is really cool, and it makes sense now, because she was walking around the city in this, and this is like her professional outfit. It's really pretty. I really badly want it, and I'm probably gonna buy it, because I'm guaranteed. So if I spend money on Yixuan's banner, guess what? I can get her to come home pretty easily, and I love that bird. It's chunky. I love a good bird. We have new outfits though for Wise and Belle as well. Soren Crane and Delicate Daylight. I have seen these. I think they're adorable. Both of them. Oh, Belle even kept still has like a CD player. It's not a Walkman, right? I can't tell. But you have to complete specific main story missions in version 2.0 to claim. We will be doing it, but the content will be going up in October. I'm sorry I'm so behind, but we have like ample content coming, all right? It's because of surgery and stuff, okay? We'll just blame that. I do like their new outfits, though. New partner archives for all the new characters. That makes sense. I think new partner archives is just the new characters, though, so, like, there's that. Fufu is so cute! Look at her! I probably won't pull for Fufu, just because there's other 2.0 characters I want more, but I do plan on pulling for Yixuan. Oh, look at these W engines. Okay, so I believe Qingming Birdcage is for Yixuan, just the order they're doing it in. Roaring Furnace. Okay, I have to pause. Roaring Furnace is obviously for Fufu, and then the Tremor Trigram Vessel is obviously for Yinhu. So we also have some new lower tier ones. Puzzle Sphere is so cute, by the way. For A ranks, we have Puzzle Sphere, Radio Wave Journey, and Real Projector. These are so fun. And then our new B rank is Cinder Cobalt. So gonna probably get a lot of those. Oh, cute. Bellion? That I've been saving my Bangbu pulls because I got Robin pretty easily, and I've been saving them because I knew we were getting some cute new Bangbus. If nothing else, I wanted Racer Boo back because I had Racer Boo in CBT3, I believe, and they were really fun and cute, and I missed them. So I want to pull for Racer Boo, but Racer Boo wasn't released at launch, and I think that it was teased we are getting Racer Boo back. But this one's so cute too. This one's cuter. I'm probably gonna pull, especially if I get Yixuan. It's so cute. Look at them go. Adorable. I love it. We have our anniversary rewards then. 20 pulls. Is it 20 pulls and 1600 polychromes? So it's like 30 pulls. Yes, it's 30 pulls. Okay. You get a free why did I say free 6-star? No. Reverse on the brain. Free S rank selector. I still don't know who I want to go for. Originally, I wanted to go for Kaleda because I absolutely adore Kaleda. I love her, but with the voice actor change, and this is nothing, I've said this plenty of times, this is not a slight on the new voice actor for Kaleda. I just think the original Kaleda VA was so good. It was so different. It was her. That anyone who came in and tried to like do their own version of that was not going to be able to do it justice. And basically they were done dirty. The new VA was done dirty because no one was going to be able to come in and recreate that voice, quite frankly. And it hurts me a little bit because Kaleda was like one of my favorites. I can't do her voice justice when you have to like do the reading exercise. I can't do it justice. So I'm like, that's not a slight on the new VA. It's just since that change, my enjoyment for the character has like kind of slowly been going down because I just keep thinking about the old voice, you know? However, I might pull for Nekomata, but also, however, I did Nekomata's agent story today and hated it, so I don't know who I want to take up the S-rank selector. Because I have Grace, I have Rina, I have Lycon. So my options would be Soldier, Nekomata, and Kaleda. And I don't really want Soldier because I don't love her kit. Nothing against her, I just don't love her kit. I don't love her agent story either. So Kaleda might be the one, quite frankly. I don't know yet. Because I like Kaleda's kit a lot, and I know I like that she has the special animation with Ben. And speaking of special animations, we haven't gotten any of those since Kaleda and Ben, I think. I don't even know if they still have it. It was just in beta 2 or 3 or something. They had a special animation together, and I miss it. I hit my mic arm. Ah. Okay, what else are we getting? We have a S-Rank W engine selector, the 1600 polychromes we already talked about, 20 master tapes we already talked about, 10 boupons we didn't talk about that one, but we are getting 10 boupons. First purchase bonus gets reset, awesome, because I'm probably going to do the exact same thing I did when I was getting the outfit for Astra for Yixuan, because it's going to be chaotic. And then we get the Bell and Wise outfits. That's part of the anniversary. Wait, I'm assuming that with the anniversary, we'll get the Bell and Wise outfits. But if you don't get them at the anniversary, then you get them through completing certain events or something or whatever in chapter 2. I don't know. But how do we get the outfits? They've been teased now, getting them 2 different ways in different spots within like 30 seconds of each other. Anniversary benefits events. Surprises are on the way. Between May 23rd and June 5th. Log in for a total of 7 days to obtain I already did this one. I got my polychromes, guys. It's good. I think this is why I didn't realize when the update was, because this goes into... No, it doesn't go into the update. That's the June 5th. Yeah, okay, so that actually makes more sense now. Festival channel. Okay, so log in to claim... Oh, this is a login thing. You have to log in to do these things. Okay. Log in to claim standard S-Rank agent ×1, WOGem, polychrome, and an anniversary avatar and title. I can't talk. First purchase double bonus will be reset for all top-up tiers in the monochrome market. So yeah, we're doing that. We get our W engines. You can pick one W best in slot for each character. I'll probably go for the... I'm probably going to go for Lycons because I really want to run Hugo and Lycon together. So I'll probably go for Lycons. And then that's the avatar gazed upon in this moment. And we have the giveaway event. I don't know how you're supposed to say that. Because I want to say Phi Lume, but it could be Fail Loom. I don't know. It's 10 encrypted master tapes between June 6th and July 15th. That's it. I think it's just a one-time login thing. So we have the enormous surprise event starting June 25th, ending on July 15th. So I'm assuming July 15th is the last day of the patch. You check in for 10 encrypted master tapes and 10 boupons. I believe this one sounds more like a login, but it doesn't say how many days, so it might be a one time. That might be where the 10 master tapes come from. I'm not sure. This is something I've also seen a lot about, agent enhancement. So Ellen, first of all, is getting an upgrade. Proxies with the agent Ellen rejoice. Get ready to experience a stronger Ellen, unleash Ellen's hidden potential, and boost her combat capabilities. I don't have Ellen. I had her in beta, and then I just didn't pull for her enough at release because I didn't play a ton at release, I don't think. I mean, I kind of think... it looks cool. It looks like she has a little, like, sprint thing. I don't know. I don't use Ellen enough to, like, be locked in on that. Also, I know I said we were going to do a lot of reacting. It's going to be a long one. We might just watch the version 2.0 teaser, and then I'll do the other Yixuan stuff in its own video, which means we might actually rank everything in this video as well. I might tack it onto this video. We'll see. Anyways, we have a new area, obviously, WAIFEI Peninsula, part of New Eridu's Throne Quarter. So we're going over to the Throne Quarter, which is fun. It's an area that faces the Throne Quarter across the sea. The original mission of WAIFEI Peninsula's residents was to monitor the Lemnian Hollow, known for its dramatic activity fluctuations. The name WAIFEI is derived from protect and anomaly, from the phrase protection from the anomaly called hollows. Okay. All right. That's cool. I love language. It looks really... Ooh, I love this. This is quite nice. Even though it's like decaying. All right. So this is the city, it seems like. That's where this comes from. So I guess it is Phylum, maybe? Phylum Heights? Obviously, I'll figure out the exact pronunciation when we get in game, but I've brought this up before. Sometimes English is hard. English is my first language, but sometimes it's hard, especially when you know words in other languages. Because I'll say it right now, my Chinese isn't the best, but I feel like pronunciation, I can make it sound like I know what I'm saying more than I actually understand sometimes. And so when I read certain words that are very obviously a like transliteration over from Mandarin Chinese, I get confused sometimes because I don't know how I'm supposed to read it, if it's like fully in English or not. And that's, but I feel like we're going to run into that a lot. actually. But for right now, I'm going to call it phylum, just because I don't know how much influence of the Chinese language is going into WAIFEI Peninsula. Obviously, a lot of it should, but I don't know how much is. So moving on. Pronunciation might get funky for a little bit, but we'll figure it out eventually. It's okay. We're trying our best. And that's all that matters when it comes to pronouncing things. You try your best. Like, earnestly try your best. Don't make a mockery of it. That's all that matters. Anyways, this is the main residential area of WAIFEI Peninsula. The name phylum comes from the flourishing mining industry and the luminous sight of piled porcelain glowing brilliantly in this area. I think that's because I'm getting, like, the phi is probably supposed to be something not in English. And then the loom, or it could be lume, I don't know. It's like that, because that's light. That means light or something like that. And like, language. Etymology, yeah. Anyways. Ooh, so we have, I've heard about this, the navigation overhaul, world map and 3D navigation system. I actually kind of like this. Kind of reminds me of the Honkai Star Rail map just because of the color scheme, but it's because of the 3D aspect. I think it looks really good. We have the new Eridu world map and 3D navigation system. I will say I'm probably going to miss the OG nav system, but it can get kind of confusing sometimes. So I understand why we're getting a better navigation system. It's also added a mini map for real-time location tracking, optimized city nav. Oh my God, wait, shut up. Don't tell, we got a mini map. Show me the mini map, HoYoverse. I am very directionally challenged and always prefer if my games have a mini map. Otherwise, I get lost really easily. So a mini map would be nice. Can I see the mini map, please? I'm very curious about this. Oh, is that in the hollows as well? Oh, clean. Oh, okay. This is a lot here, but it looks like we still have some of the OG system as well, which is quite nice. Oh, there's the mini map. Oh, slay. Okay. I used to put my box here for Zenless content, but I moved it over to this side of the screen. So that's probably for the best because now I'm not covering the mini map. Awesome. I do like the mini map though. I feel like that's going to be necessary, especially getting new areas because it's like the OG, like 6th Street. I know 6th Street really well because I did 2 betas prior to the actual release, but the other places, I got no idea where I'm going. No, I like this. I do like it. Hollow exploration upgrade for Aerospace City. So what's Aerospace City? Located in the Lemnian Hollow is now open for exploration. Okay, so this is like the old, not like necessarily old, it's like old Eridu, but in the Lemnian Hollow. During exploration, you can freely adjust your squad and mark/teleport to specific locations using Fisher beacons. Okay, so this is probably a less active hollow than maybe? I'm not sure. It looks pretty active to me. Additionally, there are observation singularities, supply collection points, and other content waiting for proxies to discover. So it seems like we just have overworld hollow exploration now. So that's quite interesting, which it does say it's an upgrade for hollow exploration. So that does make enough sense. What is this Bangbu doing? Okay, and there's more of the map. All right. We have gameplay update then, perception technique. Proxies can explore hollows using acquired perception techniques. This does make sense because we're gonna be able to start using like magic and stuff. Wait a minute. Hey guys, why does that say 4,000 points? It's only supposed to go up to 3,000. What's going on? Wait a minute. Hold on, that's not what we were talking about. Perception techniques. It makes sense that we'd have something like this because we're going to start using more like magic stuff in game. However, it's giving the Genshin Impact, like mouse wheel click, vision sight. Why am I blanking on what it's called? It's because I haven't played Genshin in a while, but it's giving that, which actually is helpful sometimes. And we can do it as a Bangbu. So that also makes sense. That makes sense. Currently learned perception techniques, though, are disintegration, find the core of obstacles and destroy them, revelation, find specific objects and switch between ethereal and physical states, and insight, find clues and interact with them to see the flow of ether. Insight is the one that's most similar to elemental sight. Elemental sight in Genshin, that's what it's called. But we also have that as a Bangbu in the hollows, so that makes sense. It's the eyes, our special eyes, that's what that is. I said I would stop making the special eyes joke, but those videos haven't gone out yet, so that's a new joke. I'm probably not the first of it. It was like that Contact commercial from like years ago that was like, use your special eyes. We have special eyes in Zenless Zone Zero. Quite literally, we have eye implants. I can make more jokes now because I'm caught up. Haha, we can joke more. Why do we have 4,000 points though? That's not supposed to happen. Is that a Yixuan thing? Does she have more of that charge? I don't know. I didn't watch the special program, and at this point, I've spent long enough on this alone. We've been in here for 6 minutes. I've been recording for 35. Like, we've been here long enough. That's why this is gonna end up just being pre 2.0, and then the next video, I'll record it in the morning, will be the Yixuan Marathon Power Hour. I'll pause it a bit better spot. Okay, new combat mechanic, miasma. Some enemy attacks carry the miasma corruption. It's miasma, isn't it? Miasma corruption attribute, where they hit an agent, or when they hit an agent, the team accumulates miasma contamination. When miasma I can't read. I can't read. When miasma contamination reaches its limits, all agents receive damage based on a percentage of their current HP. Ooh. Don't like that. It's gonna make combat more difficult. But you know what? I will say Zenless Zone Zero combat has felt like it's getting easier and easier. And maybe that's just because I've done so much of it in the last month. And Zenless Zone Zero is always billed as the difficult game in terms of combat. So I'm not necessarily opposed to them possibly making it more difficult. We'll see that in practice. I could be eating my words in a couple of days, but we'll see. We will see. There was something else I wanted to say about the miasma, but I don't remember. I think it had something to do with the fact that HoYoverse loves to like use different names in different regions for like the same thing that is in other places. And this could be one of those, but it's called something different because they call it something different in WAIFEI, which I wouldn't be opposed to. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Because Genshin does it a lot, where it's like, that's definitely the same sort of thing. It's abyssal corruption, just in a different font. So what is this then? Certain powerful enemies can activate the miasmic field, gaining a miasmic shield. It rhymes. When agents attack, they can reduce the enemy's miasmic shield with higher reduction efficiency when performing dodge counters and defensive assists. Okay, fun. So it does rope into knowing and being able to utilize those action game mechanics in game. So I like that. I actually like that because dodge counters and defensive assists are things I enjoy. I will say I do, the assists in general are quite fun. I learned how to do them like within the last couple of months and I'm like, ooh, that's clean. So yeah, it does seem like if you kind of have the action game mechanics down, you'll probably be fine. The miasma thing it's gonna be like a nothing burger. I say that now, but could be eating my words in a couple days. We don't know. I could be eating my words. It's happened before. See, okay, this has to be a Yixuan thing because we hit 3K points on me. I believe that's Miyabi. Yeah, Miyabi is here with 3K. Yixuan is not on this team, but then you skip over to this screen with Yixuan and there's 4K. So it looks like they're upping the amount of charge you can get for that ult. I don't know how I feel about that. There's also an extra blue button over here and I have no idea what that's for because it looks like this isn't the UI. Is this the UI? This is the PC UI. Yeah. Why does it feel different? Why does this UI feel different? I've been playing this game so much and I think I've played the game too much that now when I look at like this, I'm like, this isn't right. Obviously there's like the mini map here, which already is like not the same, but it looks like they've upgraded the UI a little bit and I'm like, this is different. What has happened? Like I'm very confused. Anyways, during map exploration, you'll encounter miasma nodes, miasma tumors, and other gameplay elements. Use abilities like the perception techniques to tackle these challenges. It sounds like the miasma tumors might be very similar to like the withering effects in like Genshin Impact Sumeru. The nodes as well, probably. I feel like that's probably what they're going for with that, which I think is interesting because every time HoYoverse releases a game, you can see elements of the previous games showing up in the new game. So with Zenless Zone Zero, even at release and like in the betas, there was elements from Honkai Impact 3rd, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, etc., that just showed up within Zenless Zone Zero, and you could really tell that. It's not as obvious in certain parts as like certain things from like Genshin showing up in Honkai or vice versa, but there is definitely certain things. And I think that this is a small one, the nodes and tumors, but I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, it looks like a better version almost than the Sumeru stuff, which I'm fine with that. What is Marcel Files? This is new exploration gameplay. Thank God it looks like we're getting some new mazes because the ones I feel like every time I have to do a Marcel maze, it's the exact same copy paste thing every single time, and I still fall off a ledge somewhere. So control EOS to complete levels and collect star anchor data to earn rewards. EOS gains a new hammer attack, which can be used to break specific objects and trigger special mechanisms. I can't read big words today. Yeah, I mean, it looks a little bit different, but also I don't love the Marcel maze gameplay because like I said, I fall off a cliff every time. Oh God, new daily management gameplay. Oh God, it's like, if you happen to watch any of the Zenless Zone Zero videos I have recorded in the last couple of days, you're gonna, there's always everyone, like the chunks I've recorded over the last couple of days, at least one will have a moment where I stand there and go 18 because I realize I have to do the video store daily gameplay. Bangbu 18 is at the counter, so I just will scream 18 and go do it until I remember to do it because sometimes I forget. This is gonna be that again. The Suebian Temple. Okay. At Suebian Temple, proxies can develop, produce, and sell unique products, and send Bangbu out to explore and adventure. All right, so it's the chibi chore mechanic from Honkai Impact 3rd, but not. As the plot progresses, new city facilities, Yumchasin good Goods. Oh, wait. Good Goods. That's the name of the real life store, or I guess online store for Reverse 1999 merch, I think. We also have Devon Pawn Shop and Boo Box will unlock gradually to support Swabian Temple's management. Complete management targets and raise your management level to earn abundant rewards and obtain exclusive proxy outfits and accessories. Your hard work will surely pay off. I'm gonna forget about this frequently. I'm just gonna be walking around and I'm gonna be like, Swabian, wait, this is cute. It's really cute, actually. Okay, all right. It's like midnight, guys. This is how long this is taking me. I don't even know if we're gonna get to ranking the, you know what? I give up. We're not ranking the chapters definitively. I will just talk about ranking them and never rank them. But just know, chapter 4, Barrier Tears Part B, unmatched. Argue with the wall. I don't want to hear anyone's complaints. You'll never know what my least favorite ones are unless you watch the videos. Spoiler alert, it's like all the special episodes except the Astra one. No elaboration. I'm not elaborating. I'm not elaborating. Other new daily check-in is called Temple Divination. I did hear about there being a new dog, but that doesn't look like a dog. So we get our fortune told by Ashwal at Swabian Temple. Proxies can receive different rewards based on various divination readings. Let's collect those divination records together. So it's just another login one. I'm gonna forget to do all the daily stuff. That's the thing with the daily check-in stuff. I'm gonna forget to do all of it because some of it's in 6th Street and then some of it's going to be in here. I'm gonna forget to do one of them. Like if I'm on 6th Street, I'm gonna forget to do the WAIFEI stuff. If I'm in WAIFEI, I'm gonna forget to do the 6th Street stuff. It's just gonna happen that way, and I know that already. It's cute though. I like the turtle. I like the Zenless turtle. Outfit system! We have proxy wardrobe! How cute! Proxies can switch outfits, and some outfits can be accessorized with freely mix and matchable accessories for different parts. When you obtain any outfit or accessory for a protagonist, the corresponding outfit or accessory will also be unlocked for the secondary protagonist. I like that they are using the term secondary protagonist. I think that's really cool because it means the both might be playable. Like I know we can switch back and forth, but sometimes it like defaults to one or the other usually. I think that they're fixing that though. I also feel like with everything that's being added for 2.0, I know that like a couple patches ago, everyone was like, oh, they're like relaunching the game. Like this is a new game that they're launching here. It almost feels like they're doing that again, which is extremely impressive, but also I hope y'all aren't like crunch mode because that's not good either. Like I hope you guys are getting some rest because like this is a lot. This is a lot. I'm really impressed. Like I am, but I'm also I've seen this part and I'm so excited for it because I love like goofy. At my core am an MMORPG girly, so I love this sort of thing. I know I'm gonna really enjoy it just walking around with stupid accessories. I just hope they show up in cutscenes. At least some of them, because outfits don't show up in cutscenes sometimes. Like the astronomical moment bit, you're allowed to walk around in the overworld with the character's outfit if you have them in the outfit. So I have Astra's outfit. So I was walking around at the end with Astra and she was wearing the outfit. But in the cutscene, she wasn't. So I hope that they maybe they fix that. I don't know if there is a fix for that, but I would love if they did. Especially if we're going to have the ability to dress up the proxy. That's like a big thing, especially in MMORPGs, is seeing your stupid little character in the cutscenes. And I thrive on that. So I want that. Anyways, we're finally to the events. Gravitational Attraction. This art is beautiful, by the way. Mega discounts going on at Gravity Cinema. No way a cinephile is going to pass up this opportunity. Invite your friends and immerse yourselves in the magical realm of 24 frames per second, which is the frame rate they use for films. So, it's the movie. It's like the movie theater event. So this is going to be in Lumina Square. Oh, cute. We go see movies with NPCs. This looks quite fun, actually. And I'm allowed to do events now, so expect that in October. What is this one? Soul of Steel Golden Bond. Pilot your mecha and punch through the steel wall of fate. Literally get in the mech, wise. Forge the golden equation of the awakened alongside the golden mecha. I can't believe we have like a mecha event. That's wild. No shot. We actually get to do combat in it. Oh my god, I need to do that. Usually I'm not a combat event person, but that's so goofy. I need to do that. Holographic Onslaught Arena then is a sensory sync protocol is now loaded. Take on this new VR challenge and slash through the data storm with a photon blade. They are literally like, they just were like throwing stuff at the wall in the boardroom and we're like, what are the wildest events we can give them? You have movie dates, you have piloting mechs, and now we have photon rays or blades or whatever. This just looks like a pretty normal combat event, but there's probably some mechanic that's quite fun. The photon blade. And we have Operation Yum. They call it a version event, which I guess technically it is, but join Crispy Boo. That's Crispy Boo. And conquer New Eridu with the power of food. This also has the accompanying offline event, which I'm assuming they'll show. Okay, so there is an in-game event for Operation Yum. I actually think that's quite cool because even other HoYoverse games have done offline events before. I've gone to quite a few, but there's not been like an in-game event alongside it of the same name or something like that. I think that's actually quite cool, especially because Zenless Zone Zero does take place in a modern setting, modern-ish setting. The fact that it's like like alongside with the same, that's really, I think that's fun. Immersion and all that, you know? Immersion. So I can like cover Operation Yum on the channel in game and then also cover it in a vlog also on the channel. Like that's kind of fun. I gotta say, that's like kind of a marketing slay. I gotta give him that. We also have Phylum Heights Sightseeing Guide. Remember to claim your exclusive sightseeing guide. Although some things just seem a little dangerous, they actually are pretty dangerous. All right, awesome. That's fun. The art here is so cute as well. It looks like this is just exploration events. So as you do stuff in the new areas, you get rewards, is what it seems like. We have new version gameplay. As time passes a decade of Swabian Temple, seasons come and seasons go, yet the gloom of a decade is finally clearing now. Take charge and restore the former glory of Swabian Temple as it was 11 years ago. So it seems like this is like dorm gameplay, maybe, if we're giving it like a name from another thing, because it's new version gameplay. So this means it's permanent, I think. It reminds me a little bit of the dorm system in Aethergazer, just a little bit. I will say that right off the bat, because it looks like we're like going to be fixing things. This a robot character, I would assume that's a robot, is also really cool. We have a new HoYoZero Phantom Paths. This is the Task Force Investigation gameplay with Tactical Prism Program, optimized exclusive gear. Yes. A single squad can now have different agents equipping their respective Tactical Prism programs simultaneously. New Tactical Prism Program agents are Yixuan, Fulful, and additionally Miyabi, Yanagi, Ellen, Astra, Evelyn, Jane, Billy, and Corin's gear have been fully upgraded to Tactical Prism programs. I am not as well versed in endgame content just because I literally just got caught up with the main story. So I'm not as well versed in HoYoZero as I would like to be, especially because I actually really do enjoy and like playing HoYoZero. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but hey, we'll get there. We will get there. We have time. Don't worry about it. We'll 200% get there. So that's good to know, I guess. And then we have another event. They're kind of all over the place in announcing things here, but we have Golden Proxy Awards annual ceremony. I think this is the anniversary event where you go in and the game tells you what's your progress been for the year, baby. So mine's gonna be really weird because I played so much in the last month, but like before this, I didn't play a ton. I wish I'd been more up to date on things because playing through the story, and I want to make this abundantly clear, playing through the story in the last month is some of the most fun I've had recording in a while. And I really enjoy doing these videos. I do. But I had so much fun going through it. I missed like just being able to like dissect like lore of something. And it was so fun. I had so much fun. Especially because I will say it gets a little dark in times with Zenless. And I just think I enjoy and can appreciate a darker story or like a darker tone in a story. So I just had so much fun with it. I really did. So my progress for the year is going to be really weird because I played so much in the last month and just not anything before that, but I wish I did sooner. And that's why I'm like, we got to stay caught up now because it was so good. Zenless Zone Zero is so good. I gotta say, Zenless Zone Zero is so good. I'm gonna chill a little bit, all right? But when amazing stories start piling up, that's what happened to me. Award ceremonies are sure to follow. That's what everyone's saying. So let's kick off this anniversary special live stream right now. I guess that's probably what it's going to be. Oh, yeah, it is a little live stream. Wait. I have to point this out because Fairy with, hold on. It's Fairy. That's a reference to Astronomical Moment. Oh my god, I loved Fairy with the pen lights. It was one of my favorite things. I don't remember if it's a reference from Astronomical Moment or from something with Vivian. But I loved the image of Fairy with the double pen lights. It was one of my favorite things. I'm like, I need that I love that. She's just like me for real, for real. I thought it was so goofy. And the fact that it's here, thank you. Thank you, HoYoverse. Thank you. It's just one of my favorite images of recent memory. So this is going to be our like recap. This will also be a web event most likely, but you can do it in game as well, I think. Because Star Rail did the same. I just wanted to point out in the chat here is that Vivian says that Lord Phaethon is the GOAT. I don't think Vivian would say that. We have another version event, combat training. Oh, this is just triple drops on combat training, the usual. So, not the huge, because it's triple drops because of the anniversary. I think usually it's just double, but combat training will have triple drops. And then, what else? Special cleanup also has triple drops. Again, usually it's double, but for anniversary, you get an extra triple. You get another round of it as a treat. So, that should be just about it, though. System update. Oh, main story advanced screening. All right, we're going to have to talk about this. Because I have thoughts. After completing the main story mission, A Call from the Hollow's Heart Part B, which is Chapter 2, I believe, proxies can unlock the Season 2 main story in advance through the mission event page. After progressing through Season 2's main story to a certain point, proxies can continue experiencing Season 1's incomplete content. The other HoYoverse games do this at this point. Other gacha games do this. I do not recommend it. I've said there's a reason why I'm so behind in every game I play, and it's because I will not go ahead. I had a very brief moment where I considered doing it for Genshin for a little while, but I decided against it when I thought about it long enough. I will not go ahead in a story for the sole purpose that I'm a lover of stories, all right? I love lore and just going through everything with a fine tooth. I love media literacy, all right? It makes me happy. So I can't justify sitting here and skipping ahead in a story, nor can I recommend it to you guys. If you don't care as much about story and just want to get ahead, power to ya, but that's not how I play my game, so I don't recommend going ahead, especially because I feel very strongly about certain parts of Season 1. I wouldn't be opposed to them letting you choose, though, because there's certain parts of Season 1 that I think could be a skip. Actually, I think Chapter 2 in its current... I don't know what it was about Chapter 2, all right? But doing Chapter 2 post-release, I couldn't finish it on camera. I had to do the other half of it, like literally Hollow's Heart B. I do that off camera because I just was not interested. I think it might have been partially because of the voice actor changes. I don't know. But I did not end up... Chapter 2, when I did it during beta, I really enjoyed it. I cried. I did cry at the end of Chapter 2. I did cry at the end of Chapter 2 again, but it was off camera this time. But like the middle portion of it, I'm like, this is boring. I almost stopped playing the game. If I hadn't agreed to the game show, I would have stopped playing the game during Chapter 2, but I kept at it because I agreed to something. I did agree to the thing. All right. And I'm so happy I didn't stop because Chapter 3 hit and Chapter 4 hit even more. Chapter 5 was weird. But then the epilogue really hit. So yeah, I have mixed feelings about being able to do the advanced screening sort of thing in a game like that has really good story, quite frankly, or just any story, like being able to go ahead like that. I have mixed feelings on it, but I'm a lore truther. So, my other big hobby is reading books. So I can't justify going ahead, but I don't care if you do, because you might not be a lore player and you just want to get to WAIFEI, and that's okay. But I don't recommend it to anyone, and I stand on that principle today. Wise wasn't the art, though. He just was all the way down here. I wouldn't be opposed to being able to skip through ahead to certain parts of the same season, though, because it looks like, because that's the thing, once you finish Hollow Heart B, you can immediately go to unlock Season 2, but quite frankly, what if you want to unlock, Chapter 4? You finish Chapter 2 and want to unlock Chapter... How does that work? Can you only go to Season 2? What is this? Oh, Fairy Auto Explorer is getting an upgrade. Thank God, I've actually used this. Fairy Auto Explorer function now available for story commissions and combat commissions. That's good, because I use it quite frequently when I don't get everything in a place, and especially there's some story commissions that I know I missed stuff in. Also added the new item Prepaid Power Card you consume to instantly complete an exploration or combat mission and receive all rewards. So it really does look like they're doing a major upgrade to the Fairy Auto Explorer and making it a more viable tool in the way that now you can speed that up as well, because there was no way to speed it up before, and I wanted to speed it up multiple times because I wanted to go to sleep. But yeah, I do. That is a much appreciated quality of life thing right there, personally for me. I'm assuming if they did the quality of life update, then other people are also going to use it, but still. New drive discs! These are the ones for Yixuan and Fufu. So there's Yunquei Tails, which is a HP buff and an extra special chain attacker ultimate. Oh, crit rate, sheer damage, yeah, for the fourth piece. Okay, so then the other one is going to be King of the Summit, which is for Fufu. 2-piece increases days, and then 4-piece is a SA, which also looks like it's crits. Yeah, crit damage buff, where Yunquei Tails is crit rate. Okay. Or no, it increases crit rate and sheer damage. Okay, it's sheer damage for Yunquei. So I guess they're both DPSs? Fufu maybe not so as much because it's of all squad members, whereas Yunquei is just for the user, it looks like, but King of the Summit is for squad members. So it seems like Yixuan obviously is going to be main DPS, whereas Fufu is, I think, being billed, it seems more of a sub DPS. Which she is stun, so that also makes sense. I feel like stun characters tend to be more sub DPS than main DPS. I'm just we're starting off our 2 S ranks in the new patch are both looks like they're going to be some sort of DPS to more or less degree. And I was really enjoying when we were getting really cool supports. And, well, I guess sub DPS as well, because I consider Vivian a sub DPS. So yeah, I could rock with that. obviously they were going to make Yixuan a DPS. Like that was going to happen regardless. So I'm not surprised by that, but I'm hoping we do get some really cool supports, just because I was really enjoying when they were the last couple of patches, we've gotten some cool supports. So yeah, I love a support. Zenless is at its best when you have a really good team working all together. So yeah, cool. Oh, that was it. Oh my God. Well, hello. That was 2.0. It took me an hour to get through that 11-minute video. Yeah. Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to sit here and give a very brief ranking of the chapters, because I said I would. It's going to be very brief. There's going to be no visuals. I'm just going to bring up my money shot for the version art. This right here, take off the subtitle, and I'm going to tell you what I think of each chapter I did, because I would like to. So, top tier, right? Top tier. Chapter 4, Barrier Tiers Part B, not Part A. I'm not sure where Part A is going to go, but we'll figure it out. I have mixed feelings about Part A, because it was a means to an end and it was weird, but it didn't suck, you know? That S rank would be Chapter 4 and Barrier Tiers B. That's S rank. A tier, this is where it gets messy, because now I would like to rank them differently. So under that is, I would say Chapter 3 is right under those, like A tier, Chapter 3. I think that's all that I would put in A tier. B tier, I'm doing this entirely off memory as well, so I'm gonna miss things. Like there's gonna be like the intermission with PubSec, I'm gonna miss it. Which honestly, the intermission with PubSec, I probably put at the bottom tier of things I don't really remember that well. And if I don't mention anything, then that is also in the I forgot tier, and it's irrelevant tier. Oh no, A tier, I lied. Okay, A tier would be Chapter 1 and Chapter 3 for different reasons. Chapter 3, first of all, the ones in S tier, unmatched. No notes, unmatched. A tier then being Chapter 1 and Chapter 3. Chapter 1 is there because I really enjoyed the story, but I remember absolutely nothing about the boss battle despite doing it 3 times and then editing it 3 times, like editing my own footage. I don't remember a damn thing about that boss battle except that the cunning hairs are in it and I don't like Ambi's kit. So the boss battle, meh. Barrier Tiers B boss battle also kind of sucked, but the story was too good. So it's staying up in S tier. It's staying up there. Anyways, Chapter 3 is an A tier then, because I really liked Ballet Twins. The story was fine. I really liked the characters though, and it was right off the tails of Chapter 2, which I didn't like that much going through it this time. So it was like a breath of fresh air, and I was like, oh. Also, PubSec thing that I didn't like that much. That's A tier. Going to B tier. We might not have anything less than B tier, quite frankly. B tier, Astronomical Moment. That special episode is in B tier, because I'm not the biggest fan of special episodes, but I did think Astronomical Moment was quite good, if albeit probably being a bit rushed, I thought it was. I took no notes on this, by the way. This is all from memory. Then C tier, I think I'm gonna put Chapter 2 in C tier, because I did cry at the end, but it felt very boring for most of it, and the voice acting changes kind of threw me off a little bit. Have I gone through all the major chapters? No. C tier, I'm also putting Chapter 5 in C tier, because it was way too short for what it was. So Chapter 5 is also going in C tier. It just felt extremely rushed, especially when we got the epilogue right off that, because the epilogue was not rushed at all, and I thought it was paced out really well, actually, for the amount of information that needed to get through. So C tier is Chapter 2 and Chapter 5. D tier then, and this might be the final one actually now that I think about it, D tier, I think, is the ones I forgot. So it's the PubSec intermission, and anything I forgot, because that means it's just irrelevant in my brain. E tier, then the bottom tier, is going to be Undercover Army and Virtual Revenge. Those are the 2 special episodes. I didn't like them. I was skipping dialogue. I couldn't sit through them. I really couldn't. So they're going in D tier. I don't have a visual of this because I was gonna do a tier ranking thing, but the tier ranker website now has a block for ad block. So if you go on there with an ad blocker active, they won't let you on the website. And I'm bitter and refuse to use that website without an ad blocker, because it's going to give me a virus. So no more tier ranking, not in this house, but that's an informal one because I wanted to do that anyways. Now, I don't want to hear anyone's complaints about Chapter 4 and or Barrier Tiers Part B. Argue with at least, I don't want to hear your complaints for like a couple months at least. Let me sit with this and like enjoy myself, okay? It was very good. I really liked it. Okay. I'm very excited for version 2. Wow. Oh my God. Season 2 is gonna be really good. Oh my God. Okay. That's it for this video. It was really chaotic and I only watched one thing out of the 3. So in the morning I have to watch more Zenless. Anyways. Oh God, I'm not gonna sleep well tonight. I'm so nervous. That just hit me. I'm gonna go have a snack and go to bed. That is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. Let me know what you are most excited for in version 2.0. I think I'm excited for lore because I'm caught up now. I'm excited for lore. As always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!